Welcome to Space News. My name is Georgia Borrett-Lynch. We will begin with recent news that it was reported on Tuesday the 8th of January 2008 that Earth and the Sun were made out of cosmic dust. New galaxies. It was reported on the 19th of December 2007 that astronomers recently found 27 distinct galaxies that are small and faint. The newly discovered galaxies are exciting to scientists because they might be the beginnings of new galaxies like ours. Astronomers have been looking for tiny galaxies like these for more than 30 years. Venus has water. It was reported on the 5th of December 2007 that they have found water in Venus. The Venus Express probe went through the clouds and our neighbour planet Venus has got water. Monster black holes. It was reported on the 37th of October 2007 that it had been found that black holes are much bigger than thought. Astronomers had thought that black holes could only hold as much mass as about 10 of our suns. It has now been found that stellar black holes had 15.65 times as much mass as the Sun. In October 2007, the discovery of the Space Shuttle mission marked the first meeting of two women commanders in space. Now we have an interview with a space expert, Dr. Mark. How long have you been interested in the planet?
Well, it's nice to talk to you about astronomy. I've been interested in the planets actually for a long time, but it's only since I had a telescope about 4 years ago that I've really taken an active interest in it.
What do you think is the most interesting planet?
That's an interesting question. I think they're all interesting, but we know more about certain planets than we know about the others. But my particular favourite is Mars. Mars has some very interesting features on it. It has a deep chasm, which is much deeper than anything seen on Earth. It also has a very high mountain on it.
Wow, and how far away is it?
In the last 2 or 3 weeks, Mars has been its closest to us for quite some time, and the closest it will be for some time in the future. And that is around 45 million miles.
How long does it take to get from Mars?
Oh, it obviously varies. This Mars has a different orbit, but it's around 8.3 light minutes.
How long is a light minute?
Actually, a light minute. Light travels at a very fast speed, as you probably know, 186,000 miles per second. So you can imagine 8.3 minutes. How many seconds is that? Times 186,000 miles. So you understand now what a light minute is? Normally when we're talking about some of the planets, some of the deeper sky objects, they talk in light years. It's the amount of distance light travels in a year. And you can imagine every second of that year it's going 186,000 miles an hour.
Boy, that's fast. Have there been any recent developments in space?
The two developments that I think are particularly significant are the Cassini probe around Saturn and its moons, and today, what date is it today? It's the 14th of January 2008. There is a probe making its closest approach to Mercury, first time since 1975.
Can you see any spacecrafts at the moment?
Yes, you obviously can't see the one that's close to Mercury, but you can see the International Space Station occasionally. You need to get a listing from the net, the internet. It's 150 miles up, and usually it's just before dawn when you can see it.
What's the furthest object you've seen in space?
I've seen several nebula, the Ring Nebula.
What is a nebula?
It's a collection of dust particles and hydrogen atoms which form into a cloud. And some of these are very reflecting. They reflect the sun's, the various stars' light, and they can be seen quite easily. Others obscure your vision with the telescope. The best example is the Orion Nebula, which you can almost see with your naked eye. You can certainly see it with binoculars. And this is the one you can see with binoculars. It's 1.5 thousand light years away.
Thank you for coming today.
You're very welcome.
And I had a very good time interviewing you.
I'm pleased about that.
That is all the space news that we have tonight. This is Georgia Lynch saying thank you for watching.